It's What a Day with Joe Lowry.
Hey everybody, Joe Lowry, what a day. Happy Wednesday out there. It's Hump Day, and as I like to call it, the week's middle finger. Well, what a week it's been so far, huh, folks? No doubt about it. Politics leading the way in the news department. All right, what in God's name is happening in Iowa? I mean, everybody's scratching their heads on this one as we are now closing in on, about 48 hours since the polls closed? And we still do not have the total results of the Iowa caucus. I know results are trickling in now, but I mean, what is going on? It's a caucus chaos, all right. The app used for the voting, which no longer will be used, is somehow linked to Hillary Clinton. Did you hear about that one? Yeah. I mean, she's not even running and somehow has finagled her way into these Democratic primaries. I mean, you can't write this stuff. All right, meanwhile, the hits continue to roll on for the Democrats. What a State of the Union address it was last night by President Donald Trump. If you don't watch Monday Night Raw, then you got a dose of it last night as we had a bevy of storylines. We had a Presidential Medal of Freedom presentation to radio host Rush Limbaugh, who, by the way, is battling lung cancer. Godspeed to him. We had a military service member from Afghanistan reunite with his family live on TV. That was great. We had a 100-year-old Charles McGee, a Tuskegee World War II fighter pilot. He was recognized. We had scholarships given out. We had the removal of a person shouting in the upper balcony. I mean, then we had this. That's right, Democrats pouting the whole entire time. I mean, honestly, they looked like they were being kept after school for doing something wrong. But the real action was before and after the president's State of the Union address, as he refused to shake Speaker Pelosi's hand, which no doubt sent her into a face frenzy of memes, which are now trending, by the way. And of course, at the end of the speech, the speaker, right on cue with those television cameras, tore up the president's speech right there. It's incredible. Although it took her a couple of times to rip it up. After all, it was a big speech and she is getting kind of old. This is no doubt was the icing on the cake for the State of the Union. Now, after doing a little research with the help of baby cakes, what Speaker Pelosi did last night in ripping up the president's speech may be somewhat illegal. That's right. According to legal statute, U.S. Code Title 18, Section 2071, concealment, removal, or partial mutilation of a government document, in this case the president's speech, and any other legal document, form, or destruction could warrant a legal action to be taken, as well as removal of his or her government office. That's right, folks. Say what you will. Again, another Democrat spitting in the face of the law right in front of millions of Americans. By the way, Speaker Pelosi went on record saying she did that last night because it was a manifesto of mistruths. All right, numbers don't lie, Speaker. Truly a sad moment in American politics with Speaker Pelosi's actions. All right, but hey, can you really blame her or the Democrats for the recent behavior? I mean, they're acting like children who continue to get their hands caught in the cookie jar, and now the cookie jar has been taken away. And of course, I'm talking about today's knockout punch as the Senate has voted to acquit President Donald Trump of impeachment. Now, we all saw this coming. Some of us saw it coming last November when House Manager Adam Schiff decided to deceive and lie to the American people, and it's been a circus show since then. I applaud the Republicans for their patience because I know most Americans have been fed up with this insane behavioral politics from the far left for a long time now. By the way, later on I'll be putting together what is this whole fiasco is costing the American taxpayer, and I'm not talking about the waste of time per se, but the costs associated with these elected officials and what they are spending your tax money on in this failed attempt to impeach the president. You will be amazed. All right, moving on. The Red Sox continue to sink their ship, so to speak, as ESPN is reporting that the Sox and Dodgers are in agreement which would send our best player and MVP, Mookie Betts, as well as pitcher David Price to LA in exchange for their banged-up 23-year-old outfielder, Alex Vertigo. Compound that with no manager and spring training set to kick off next week, which is just a matter of days. This season is looking pretty bleak, folks. All right, Bruins look to continue their winning ways tonight in Chicago as they face the Blackhawks. Face-off time, 8 o'clock, NBC Sports has the game. Meanwhile, the Celtics host the Magic tonight at TD Garden. That tip-off is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. NBC Sports. Boston has the game. And, of course, the Wednesday night wars heat up again as AEW Dynamite will feature Cody Rhodes getting 10 lashes. Ouch! That kicks off at 8 o'clock on TNT, and over on NXT, Charlotte Flair, is expected to respond to the NXT Women's Champ Rhea Ripley for a possible WrestleMania match. That action starts at 8 o'clock as well over on the USA Network. All right, that's going to do it for me, folks, on this Hump Day Wednesday. A lot of information being thrown at you, but hey, hope everybody has a great day. I'm Joe Lowry. What a day!